Hey, what's up everyone? John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be directly comparing Memrise and Duolingo. I've used both of these language learning programs extensively, and today I'm going to break down which one I think is better. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Okay, welcome back. I should mention up front here that since I'll just be primarily highlighting the areas in which Memrise is better than Duolingo and vice versa, if you find you need more detail at any point during this video, or if you really want to dig into each company's lesson structure, format, and learning framework, you can always check out our full detailed written comparison over on our website. An easy way to get there is just to Google Test Prep Insight, Memrise versus Duolingo. That's a fast way to find it. Alright, so to start, let's compare pricing and affordability. Both companies actually offer a free version, but as you might imagine with anything that comes with a free price tag, there's always some drawbacks. To cut to the chase, the free accounts from both companies are pretty limited. So as a result, most people choose to upgrade. With Memrise, that would be their Pro plan, which unlocks all of their content and features across their 20 or so languages. This costs around $8 per month if you want to go on that month-to-month subscription route, $60 if you want to pay up for an entire year, or $120 if you want to purchase a lifetime pass. With Duolingo, their premium subscription is called the Plus plan, which costs $7 per month or $84 per year. So overall, pricing is very, very close, but technically Memrise does edge out Duolingo if you plan to sign up for an entire year. I should mention though that both Memrise and Duolingo do offer deals and special promotions from time to time, so be sure to check out the description below for coupon codes. I'll drop any current discounts that I can find down there for you. And by the way, we work really hard to produce honest, helpful, and informative content, all totally free. So if Memrise or Duolingo end up being the right choice for you, we'd really appreciate it if you would use those links listed down below in the description. Using those links supports our channel and allows us to keep creating these types of helpful videos. And if it turns out that neither Memrise or Duolingo isn't a great fit, it's no problem at all. My ultimate goal is to match you up with the right language program to meet your specific needs, and we have a ton of other helpful reviews and comparisons out there that you can check out. Alright, so now that we've covered subscription options and pricing, let's get to the primary reasons why I think Memrise is better than Duolingo and vice versa. And let's start with Memrise. Advantage number one for them is the fact that they incorporate video content into their lessons. I'm a huge fan of this, and it's something you don't see very often in the language learning industry. For example, with Duolingo, there are no videos. You just listen to your computer or phone say words and phrases. But with Memrise, you actually get to see locals with your own eyes speak their target language, which just feels more intimate. You can see their body language, their hand gestures, you can gauge the inflection of their voice when they pronounce certain words and sentences. And in my opinion, this is super valuable. It really helps you understand the nuances and learn the language quicker. So overall, you have to hand it to Memrise here for going the extra mile and using video to help illustrate the language. And again, if you want to dive deeper or see examples of the lessons or drills from either company, including these videos that I'm talking about, be sure to check out our full written comparison. I'll have it linked down below for you. I have screenshots and examples over there so you can get a better feel for how each program works. Alright, so advantage number two is that I found Memrise to be an extremely useful tool for learning and memorizing vocabulary. Not that Duolingo isn't good, but I just found Memrise to be better in this department. They use a spaced repetition learning system, which essentially means that as you complete lessons, you'll be introduced to a new word or phrase for the first time, and then seconds later, you'll be asked to recall it, then minutes later, then days later. This ensures the words transfer from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. And it's this getting embedded in your long-term memory that allows you to use what you've learned in real conversations with native speakers. And the other cool feature about Memrise is that they use adaptive tech in the background to personalize your sessions and readjust your lessons as you learn. So if you're having trouble with a particular phrase or a specific word, Memrise will prompt you to review it more often until you get it glued into your long-term memory. So bottom line, I just found Memrise's repetition system and their adaptive tech to be super effective. Okay, so advantage number three. I love that Memrise gives you access to user-generated courses in addition to their own proprietary company courses. This gives you exposure to all sorts of different topics that may be of interest to you and go beyond the standard lessons. For example, within German, there are courses that cover local soccer leagues, beer gardens, car racing, musicals, the list goes on and on. You'll likely never run out of content with Memrise. And it's awesome that you can find super niche courses that match your specific interests, hobbies, and passions. You can essentially build an entire language program around your specific likes and dislikes to keep you engaged and motivated. Alright, last up here, advantage number four. I found that Memrise is better with using natural language and phrases than Duolingo, who seems to struggle in this department. For Duolingo, it seems like a recurring complaint among consumers, and I even noticed it a couple times myself. Now, to be fair, it does seem like they have improved in this area as of late, but you still occasionally come across an awkward sentence or phrase that sort of makes you do a double take. A couple of the examples of unnatural sentences that I saw within the Duolingo forums were, "The bed is food," and "It called my fat." It's not the end of the world, it doesn't happen all the time, but it can disrupt and distract your learning process from time to time. So overall, key takeaway here is that Memrise seems to be more consistent and accurate when it comes to using natural sentences and correct translations within its lessons. Okay, so let's turn the tables now and cover the major advantages in favor of Duolingo. But before I get to that, I should mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we give away a free language learning course to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter. Everyone is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description. It'll take you less than 10 seconds to enter, and you never know. You could win yourself a free Memrise Pro or Duolingo Plus subscription. All right, advantage number one in favor of Duolingo is all the extra resources that they provide users. With Memrise, there's not really much beyond their standard lessons in the user-generated courses. Duolingo, on the other hand, offers several different resources beyond their core curriculum. This includes short stories to improve your reading and listening skills, forums so you can connect with other learners to discuss tips and get answers to any questions you might have. The forums are really wide open and really cool. Podcasts for beginners so you can get more exposure to the language, and a translation dictionary. But perhaps my favorite resource of them all is the online events where you can directly interact with other learners face-to-face via Zoom to practice speaking or just discuss whatever's on your mind. These are all great free resources that learners can take advantage of. Okay, pro number two is that I like Duolingo's speech recognition technology a little more than Memrise's. Not only did I find it more accurate most of the time, but with Memrise, every time you go to speak, you have to click the microphone button when you start and then click it again when you're finished, which can become a little annoying. And I know this might sound hypercritical, but it does make a difference over time. With Duolingo speech tech, you only have to click the microphone button once. It's a small complaint, I know, but it is worth mentioning. And that about does it for the detail in this comparison, so let's get to the final verdict. Should you choose Memrise or Duolingo? Well, after thoroughly testing each program, I have to give the edge to Memrise. I love that their lessons incorporate videos of native speakers. Their adaptive tech that optimizes your lessons in the background is super effective, and I think their user-generated courses can be highly beneficial for folks who really want to dig into specific subjects and topics. Not to mention, Memrise is more affordable than Duolingo if you plan on signing up for more than a few months. So, for those reasons, I have to give the edge to Memrise. And that's all I have for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and dropping us a quick comment below. That'd really be appreciated. And again, if you want to see that full, detailed written comparison that I talked about earlier in this video, make sure to jump on over to our website, testprepinsight.com, or check out the rest of the videos on our YouTube channel. We have a ton of great content out there. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and we'll see you in the next one.